Welcome to another episode of What's a Scoop podcast. I'm your host, ChiefsKingdom, aka Dre. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that motherfucking bell. And yeah, man, this podcast is on some of your favorite streaming apps. Anything, if you want to listen to a podcast on any app, basically, if you can listen to a podcast on the app, 9 out of 10, this podcast, What's the Scoop podcast, is on it. The likes of Spotify, Anchor, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Apple Music. And I also have a TikTok. The description, the link to all those will be in the description box below. Where we at? We at episode 18. 18 of them guys, man. I'm honestly proud of myself that I'm at episode 18. So this shit is, I love this shit. I love doing it. So 18 episodes in, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna see where we at 18 episodes later. The goal is to try to evolve as we go. But yeah, man, enough of all that. Well, first thing we're gonna talk about is the fact that I was 6-7 last week on my picks. I went 6-7. I didn't do the Thursday night game last week. What was that? The Bears and shit. Who the hell was it? The Bears and some damn body last week. That's all I know. Let me go to scores. Last week, week 6, Bears and Commanders. That's who it was. Commanders and I went in 12-7. But last week, I had the 49ers against the Falcons. Probably a lot of people did. I had the Browns. Winning. Browns lost. I obviously had the Jets. I got the Jets pick right. I picked the Jaguars over the Colts. I had the Vikings. I had the Vikings pick right. I picked the Bengals over the Saints. I picked the Ravens over the Giants. Everybody, 9 out of 10, everybody named mama outside of Pittsburgh had the Buccaneers beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. But Pittsburgh Steelers surprised a lot of people, and they got the dub. I've had the Rams, I had the Seahawks. Disappointed in my Chiefs. Cowboys, I had the Cowboys winning. I don't know why the hell I had the Cowboys winning. I think I had the Cowboys winning because of their defense. Cowboys defense is legit. One of the best defenses in football. And I also had the Chargers pick. Chargers over the division rivalry, Denver Broncos. So yeah, they ended up having me go 6-7. And speaking of the AFC West, first topic of the week, we want to get into my Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. I basically had my Chiefs beating the Buffalo Bills, but yeah, the Buffalo Bills ended up pulling it off and beating my Chiefs. Ended up beating my Chiefs 24-20. Pat threw two costly interceptions. One of them was in the end zone to MVS, and the other one was at the end of the game with the ball in his hands, and he ended up throwing it to Sky Moore. Part of that was on Sky Moore. Sky Moore could have ran a better route, but the part also I'm gonna get to put that on Pat because Pat know better to force that ball right there. Same thing with the pick to MVS in the end zone. MVS Pat probably could have threw it up higher, but at the same time, MVS, you got to put that. Your hands got on the ball, catch it, my boy. Offense, the Chiefs' offense. It's almost like we get out of the running. We get out of the habit of running the ball. I feel like when we get into shootouts and stuff like that, I feel like they be like, yeah, well, Pat, it's in your hands. Go take us to the promised land type thing. And we forget to use Clyde. We forget to use Pacheco. We forget to use McKinnon. A lot of people keep pressing and asking for Pacheco to start, but to me, McKinnon and Clyde are the better blockers. the blockers, we need them because Orlando Brown is struggling at LT. LT is obviously the most important side. That's Pat's blind side. So if Orlando Brown is struggling at LT, I think I seen some on PFF to where they're saying that Orlando Brown is on pace to have his worst grade of 61.4, I think, or something like that. It might be 61.4 ever. So I personally think that Orlando Brown is not working out at LT. I personally think that we should put Orlando Brown at right tackle. That's where Orlando Brown's strength is at. That's where he got his name from for being a right tackle. Damn the whole I want to be on the LT in honor of my father and trying to learn the position on the fly. This is your second year as a LT. You were average last year. Yeah, you made the Pro Bowl last year, but this year you are terrible at LT, and you're gonna get Pat killed back there. So our offensive line, I think they're ranked fourth or sixth in the NFL as a sixth best offensive line in football. Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey, yeah, I don't know. Wiley on the right, oh my goodness, boy, somebody need to help him. That's why I'm saying we need to put Orlando Brown over there. I mean, two tackles on each end, they're both struggling. That is a recipe for disaster, no lie. You got Wiley struggling on the right, and then you got Orlando Brown struggling on the left. That's not good. That is not good. But like I said, I mean, defense. Well, first off, before I get into the defense, shout out to Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju Smith-Schuster did his thing. Juju Smith-Schuster finally got in the end zone. He got over 100 yards this game. Best game as a Chief so far. It's only gonna get better. Yeah, so shout out to him. A no-show from MVS. I think he had 3 targets, 0 catches, no yards, of course. And so yeah, only people that showed up on the wide receiver side outside of Travis Kelce was Juju, McCole, and Sky. So yeah, we gotta get better. We gotta get better on offense. We gotta figure it out. Obviously, wide receiver by committee. So I mean, I want to see a lot more Sky Moore. I want to see Sky Moore. I want to see Watson. Like I was telling people the other day, I want to see Fortson. I want to see Jody. Jody is a mismatch for a lot of linebackers and safeties. It's a mismatch. Put him out there. I would rather see Jody Fortson out there than Noah Gray. Hell, or like I said, if our offensive line is struggling, run 3 tight end sets. A lot of I seen a photo. I think it was Dan Orlowski. Dan Orlowski put up a video of the Chiefs versus the Bills, and they basically put up Pat and the linebacker for the Buffalo Bills go basically playing chess with each other. The Buffalo Bills showed blitz. Pat Mahomes called for Kelce to adjust to come down the block. Too predictable, honestly. It was too noticeable at that. So when Kelce makes the move to block, they know to switch, and they were smart. So but yeah, offense, we got to do better at offense. We got to be better as far as spreading the ball around. So Bucker was back. Bucker hit one for 62 yards. So shout out to him. To me, like I said before, like I put it on my Twitter, I said that I'll put my kicker up against anybody in the NFL, any other kicker in the NFL, Justin Tucker included. And then as soon as I say that, Bucker misses another field goal. He misses a field goal. So, yeah, bullshit. I know, yes. But yeah, so offense, it is. I mean, hopefully we get better. Next week we got the San Francisco 49ers, another good defense. So we got to be prepared for that. Hopefully to see improvement. I want to see them running the ball. And then as far as defense goes, our secondary is one of the worst secondaries in football. I do not like Justin Reed. I was not high on the signing. Yes, Justin Reed does hit. He hits. He does. But Justin Reed, he got beat on a touchdown this game, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I just hope he can stay healthy. But I'm not personally adjusting. I'm not that big of a Justin Reed fan. I'm not that much of a fan of Thornhill either. Honestly, if we want to get rid of the entire secondary, I think I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. Snead is probably our best DB. But I gotta see more of McDuffie. McDuffie has only played a handful of snaps since he's as a rookie. So he should be back this week against San Fran, Jimmy Garoppolo and Debo and all them boys. So we'll see. But as of right now, Snead is our best DB, and then and McDuffie. But I'm not a fan of Fenton. I like Watson and I like Joshua Williams, but I just think that they're still green and they're still learning. But as time goes by, they'll get better. Nick Bolton, the guy is freaking phenomenal. Shout out to him. Karlaftis, shout out to him. I like Karlaftis. For as many times as we blitz, we sure didn't get a lot of sacks. Granted, Josh Allen is one of the toughest quarterbacks to bring down. I said it on Sunday. Josh Allen reminds me of Big Ben. He's just faster. He's a faster Big Ben. That's what that is. Because it was hard to tackle Big Ben when he was in his prime, rookie year type stuff like that. He just wasn't running. This is Josh Allen has an arm. He can run and he's big. He's big. He's a big guy. So it's kind of hard to tackle him. So when you see like Chris Jones running after him, or Frank Clark running after him, or Kalen Saunders running after him, or Dunlap running after him, you think, yeah, they gonna get him. Yeah, get him. But he's fast. He got some speed. He got some wheels on him. So it was tough. It was tough to watch. But yeah. So we just got to get better. Like I said, next week we got the San Francisco 49ers in the Bay. So I'm looking forward to that one. It's a 3:25 game. Yeah, 3:25 game. So second leg game of the on Sunday. I'll be watching that one, of course. I got my guys winning that one. But enough for that. Enough for my guys. OBJ. A lot of talks of OBJ. I honestly think that we need him. Kansas City Chiefs need him. The reason why I say the Kansas City Chiefs need Odell Beckham is not necessarily for production purposes. To me, I feel like we as Kansas City Chiefs, we need that offensive wide receiver threat outside of Travis Kelce. I mean, if you really sit back and you look at how our wide receivers run and stuff like that, I mean, it's part of coaching too. We got to scheme it. We got to scheme it better. the DBs and the safeties, and I mean our DB, safeties, middle linebackers, they're all just sitting on the routes because they know that the Chiefs are gonna run underneath. The routes are gonna be underneath, and they're not gonna throw deep. Not gonna throw deep. Our real deep threat is McCole and MVS. And Pat could have hit McCole on a route. He could have hit McCole towards the end of the game on Sunday, but he missed it. Part of that is on McCole too, because McCole, the way he ran the route, McCole could have came down. He could have ran it a certain way, and it made it easier on Pat. Yeah. But I think we need OBJ because it's an offensive threat. You'll get that respect from DBs. I want to see OBJ. I hope he comes here. I mean, Travis Kelce restructured his contract, and he said it on the podcast with his brother that there's something brewing in Kansas City, and I'm hoping that it is OBJ coming because we need it. We need it. A lot of people don't want it, but at the end of the day, we need it. I think at this point, our defense is what it is at this point. But, as far as offense goes, we need that. We need OBJ. Hopefully, OBJ comes here. But if OBJ doesn't come here, I think that OBJ ends up going to Buffalo and playing with Von Miller. Him and Von Miller are close. They won a Super Bowl last year for the Los Angeles Rams. So I wouldn't be surprised if OBJ goes to Buffalo. But OBJ wouldn't get a lot of catches in Buffalo though. So that's the crazy thing. But I guess with OBJ coming off ACL, I guess you wouldn't really need OBJ to come in and be that guy. I think you ease him along. But if he comes to Kansas City, he kind of has to be that guy from start. But it all depends on how healthy he is though. I wouldn't mind OBJ in Kansas City. I hope he comes here. I've been a fan of his since his LSU days, and he went to the Giants. So I think he brings that excitement to our team. OBJ and Pat Mahomes. Oh my God. Just think about that. OBJ and Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Granted, OBJ is 30 years old, and OBJ is coming off multiple injuries, ACL tears. It doesn't matter. I don't care. At the end of the day, I hope he's healthy. If he's healthy, come play for the Chiefs. Barbecue on me, my boy. But yeah, man. Outside of the OBJ situation, man. What we got? Like this. Yeah, this is episode 18. So we're gonna go Week 6 picks Week 6 reactions. Falcons and 49ers. 49ers disappointed me. They only put up 14. Falcons did their thing. They ended up beating them 28-14. Patriots end up beating the Browns 38-15. I think the Patriots might have themselves a quarterback problem. Because Zappe or Bailey Zappe or whatever his name is. He was 24-34 and 309 yards, 2 TDs. I think they may have found their QB. Oh no, man. Mac Jones might be. Hey. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. Bailey Zappe, that he might be the guy. He's played in what? What has he played in? Let's see. He's played in 3 games. He's played in 3 games. He finished the game against Green Bay. He was 10-15. And then he was 17-21 against Detroit. And then 24-34. He is completing 73% of his passes. He has a 34.7 QBR though. That's because he's thrown 2 picks. No, he's only thrown one pick. So how the hell does he have a QBR of 34.7? I'm lost. I'm confused on that. But yeah, I don't know, man. They might have their guy, man. 4 TDs, 1 pick, 596. Who they got next week, man? Shit. They got Chicago. They got the Bears. Is this a fucking Sunday night game? Hold on. Or is that Monday night? Is this a Monday night game? What are we doing? How are the Bears on fucking Monday? You know what? Whatever. So, yeah, 38-15. Bill Belichick might have found his guy. And Mac Jones might be the backup. That's all I'm going to say about that. Jets, Packers. The Jets beat the Packers 27-10. I did have the Jets winning. So there's no surprise here. Colts, Jaguars. Yeah, that was it was cool. It was a close game at first, and then towards the end they hit a last second touchdown because they were. Was it a last second? Yeah, because I think they were supposed to go into overtime, but I think they fooled them. End up playing for the touchdown instead of the field goal. So, yeah, Vikings beat the Dolphins 24-16. Tua should be back next week. Bengals and Saints. Bengals beat the Saints 30-26. The Saints will be playing on Thursday night. The Saints will be without Michael Thomas and a few others. Basically their whole entire team at this point. So, Ravens, Giants, Lamar fumbled. Not fumbled, but he threw 2 crucial interceptions. I don't know what the hell Lamar was doing. What do we see? Every time I come on here, it's always some extra stuff coming on here, and it never freaking fails. Like every time I get online, it's always something extra. But no, you think he only threw 1 pick though? Yeah, he threw 1 pick, but I think he fumbled though. That's what it was. Did he fumble? Yeah, Lamar fumbled. Yeah, he fumbled. That's what it was. He fumbled. I think he was trying to hand it off to Kenyon Drake or something. Or no, he got sacked and he fumbled it. I remember that now because I was watching that game. But yeah, Baltimore 3-3, Giants 5-1. What else? What else we got? Buccaneers Steelers. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that one. I don't know what Tom and them boys is doing up in Tampa. But yeah, I mean 9 times 10 everybody had the Steelers losing. Unless you were a Steelers fan. Yeah. Cowboys Eagles was a good game. Obviously the Chiefs and Bills was a good game. Hopefully we see the Bills again. But yeah, my Thursday night pick. Let's see. Who will my Thursday night pick be? Let's see what we got. Week 7. Saints versus Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins comes back. Cardinals face Saints trying to snap 8-game home losing streak. God damn. The Cardinals have lost 8 straight at home. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, the Cardinals did get Robbie Anderson. So Robbie Anderson is an explosive wide receiver, by the way. They gave Kyler Murray Robbie Anderson. He has AJ Green as well, and he has DeAndre Hopkins coming back. So this offense could get very explosive, and they could possibly turn it around. But I honestly think that if the Cardinals do not make the playoffs, I think Cliff Kingsbury is probably going to be fired. He's probably going to be let go because he's underachieving in Arizona at this point. You start off hot, maybe they're trying something different, because the last 2 seasons they started off hot and then folded at the end. This year they're starting off a little cold, and yeah. So, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I will go Cardinals. I'll go Cardinals at home. It's Thursday night primetime. So I'll go Cardinals 24-17. Yeah. I'll go Cardinals. Cardinals for the dub. Enough of football. This is gonna be NBA. The NBA season is back upon us. It is here. It actually started yesterday with the Celtics and the Celtics and the 76ers, and the Warriors and the Lakers. Warriors ended up winning. The Warriors got their rings. The Celtics ended up playing the Sixers. Celtics beat them 126-117. James Harden was going off. Let's see. I think James Harden went for 35. Now that's the James Harden that I freaking know. James Harden going for 35, not 14. And Joel Embiid doing his thing. And you got Maxey. Ooh, food. They still lost though, so I don't know. But I think the 76ers is gonna be a problem. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. To me, the arguably one of the best duos in basketball. Jason Tatum went for 35. Jaylen Brown went for 35. I would gladly take Jaylen Brown in Kansas City. I mean, not Kansas City, but Miami. I'm a Miami Heat fan, by the way. Heat Nation, all day, every day. Granted, my Heat lost today to the Chicago Bulls. Speaking of the Miami Heat, I think that the Miami Heat, we need another point guard. Miami needs another point guard. The reason why I say Miami needs another point guard is either that or we have Kyle Lowry come off the bench. And I honestly think that Eric Spoelstra should probably experiment with the starting lineup of Tyler Hero, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Omir. I think that should be the starting five. And have Kyle Lowry come off the bench, run the second unit, get his groove back. Because I like Kyle Lowry's IQ. He's a champion. But I feel like money not well spent coming from Toronto. But I think that Miami should probably go get Kemba. I'm okay with Miami going to get Kemba as a free agent. Kemba's out there. He just got released by the Detroit Pistons. So I'm okay with Miami and Pat Riley and them picking up the phone and going to get Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker is a damn baller, and he deserves to be on the NBA team. So why not come to South Beach, back up Kyle Lowry, come off the bench, give us that spark that we need, or something, man. I don't not even back up Kyle Lowry, back up Hero or something. Look, man, we need points, man. We need freaking points. Well, we lost today to Chicago Bulls, and we're starting the season off 0-1. But like I said, I am a Miami Heat fan, Heat Nation all day, so I will be talking about the Miami Heat a lot. I will be watching them a lot. College basketball is about to start. I'm a Kansas Jayhawk fan, of course, because national champs, defending champs. You know the vibes. But yeah, man. I'm just glad NBA is back right now. I'm trying to figure out how the hell I want to do these picks. As far as the NFL picks go, I'm going to try to figure out how to. I'm still trying to figure it out as far as how to sprinkle in basketball, college basketball, boxing, UFC, all that stuff into one. Now, speaking of UFC, You got UFC 280 this weekend. You got Oliveira versus Makachev, or however you say his dang old name. My boy returns this weekend. TJ Dillashaw. He returns this weekend. He's going up against Aljamain Sterling. That is in the co-main event. I got. Let's do some picks here for UFC 280. I think Oliveira stops Makachev, or however you say his name. Well, I don't know. Hold on, man. Hold on. He's a southpaw. Hey, Oliveira be throwing them things. Makachev, he likes to wrestle a lot, so he's one of Khabib's guys. But he doesn't submit though. He doesn't submit people, so he just takes them down, and he likes to basically maul them and beat them like Khabib did. His takedown accuracy is 66. Oliveira doesn't be on the ground that, but his is 41%. His striking, Oliveira, his reach is 74, so I think his length could be a problem. So I'm gonna go Oliveira. Stoppage in the third. I think Oliveira probably stops him in the third round. Co-main event, Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw. Dillashaw comes back. This is his second fight back. He hasn't fought. I think his last fight was against Sandhagen. Was it Sandhagen? And they gave TJ Dillashaw the dub. And TJ Dillashaw, I think he tore his ACL, shattered his leg or whatever. Since then, he's been rehabbing that, and he's back or whatever. Sterling is a favorite. Wait, Oliveira's an underdog? What? Yeah, Sterling is a favorite. I'm going to go Sterling. Sterling by decision. I think TJ Dillashaw is probably going to want to bang. Sterling is not going to want to bang. I think Sterling is going to want to wrestle the entire fight. He's going to want to keep it on the mat. So it's probably going to be a very boring co-main event. I think the fight before that one and the fight before that one will probably be the bangers. But yeah, this one's probably gonna be a snooze fest. I think we might end up going to sleep. Might be yawning. But I think Sterling's gonna keep his belt though. I want TJ to win this. I want TJ to get his belt back. But I think Sterling is gonna keep his belt. I think Sterling's gonna keep his belt on the cards. Oliveira, speaking of the main event, we're gonna talk about the main event again. Oliveira, he cannot let this go to the cards. He has to get him out of there. He has to. That's why I'm saying Oliveira gets him out of there in the third round. Granted, he's the underdog. We got match 3, which is Jan versus O'Malley. My boy Sugar Sean. Sugar Sean is one of my favorite fighters in the UFC. Jan, he's coming off a loss against Sterling. He's basically the first fight. It was controversial with the knee to the head, and Sterling basically took the belt. He wanted to win or whatever. And then they end up fighting again, and then Sterling ended up beating Jan. So Peter Yan hits hard. He's a damn tank. But O'Malley hits hard, and I like O'Malley's work rate. O'Malley is 5'11". He has a 72-inch reach. He lands basically 8 strikes per minute. That is a lot. And he has a 63% strike accuracy. O'Malley doesn't take people down to the ground. So I think this might be a fight where we see O'Malley land on his back. And I hope O'Malley is ready to fight on the ground. I think this fight is going to be on the ground. I think Peter Yan, he might try to strike. He might try to exchange with him early. But I think, we're going to see this. This could possibly be another Bourne fight as well, because they're going to be 2 fighters respecting each other's power. So I think that this fight could be Bourne too. Neither one of them submits. They don't have. Peter Yan has a .19 submitting average, and O'Malley has a .54. So it's nobody's getting submitted. But I think this is going to be a lot of wrestling. This is going to be a lot of Sean O'Malley on his back. Referee might step in and stand him back up type thing. But I'm going to go my boy. I'm going to go O'Malley. I'm going to go Sugar Sean O'Malley with a head kick. Head kick in the final round. Head kick, final round. I think he wins. Darius. I'm gonna go Gamrot over Darius. And then you got the opening of the main card. I don't really know who these 2 females are, no disrespect, but I'm gonna go Fearit, for however you say her name. But yeah, man, UFC 280. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I feel like we haven't had a UFC fight in a long time. Dana White did say that the winner of the main event, Oliveira versus Makhachev, he did say whoever the winner of that fight is will be fighting Alexander Volkanovski next, unless we get a controversial fight for this one. But if there's a clear-cut winner in this main event, the next fight will be against Alexander Volkanovski, and I'm pretty sure my boy Max Holloway is gonna try to get his belt back. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll be placing my bets for that on DraftKings, so shout out to DraftKings as well. But I've been talking to you guys for damn near 40 minutes, talking about my picks, talking about the Chiefs, talking about OBJ, Week 6 reaction, my Thursday night pick, NBA is back, Miami Heat Nation, ChiefsKingdom, college basketball is on the way, Jayhawks, Rock Chalk, and UFC 280 this weekend. So I'm looking forward to all of it. It's gonna be an exciting weekend, and man, I'll see you guys on Sunday. And it's your boy SkewpzGotcha, man. Be sure to like and subscribe, hit that share button. Follow me on all streaming apps that you can think of. Like I said, Spotify, Anchor, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Google Podcasts, Apple Music, even on TikTok. Like I said, the links to all those descriptions, all of those will be in the description box below. Even if you have a Facebook and you want to talk to me and listen to me talk and watch me talk and interact with me back and forth, my group will be in the description box below as well. It is on Facebook. It is called the Sports Kickback. I'm trying to get that, trying to grow that as well. That's where I do most of my talking when I'm not on recording videos or stuff like that. So just keep following your boy, keep growing with your boy, and yeah, man, I'm trying to be the biggest podcast there is. We're just growing. I'm critiquing myself as I watch these and upload them. I feel like, okay, this is where I can do this at, this is where I'll do this at, etc. So yeah, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, so the main card starts at 1 p.m. I forgot it's in Abu Dhabi. So yeah, the card starts at 1. So it looks like I'll be watching. It won't be a Sunday. It won't be a Saturday night. It'll be a 1 p.m. So yeah, looks like I'll be watching that at 1 o'clock. UFC 280 pay-per-view. The prelims start at 9 a.m. Central Time. So main card starts at 1 p.m. Central Time. So I'll be looking forward to those. But yeah, man, it's your boy SkewpzGotcha. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that motherfucking bell. And yeah, man, I'm gone.